It is the ECW champion, the greatest of all time, has come to bless SmackDown Live. Okada begs for it. He frauds it by calling himself the Rainmaker. Rollins is a true Rainmaker. The days are ticking down. Rollins wins. Okada loses. To English, Sandow and the stagehands. Yes, Sabin accepts their challenge. No, that's another member of the British Empire. It's Zach Gibson. Helter Skelter to Cody Rhodes. Oh my goodness, it's Asuka. Elbow drop right through the goddamn table. Becky Lynch, you're on. See you at Survivor Series. Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is SmackDown Live, just a few hours, maybe, I don't know, removed from Monday Night Raw. We are here with a hellacious show on the way to Survivor Series. If Monday Night Raw was any indication of how things are going to go, well, SmackDown Live will tell you how insane things are heading into Survivor Series, that's for certain. And most of that was only to do with Raw and SmackDown matches. What will happen here tonight if ECW chooses to get involved? We will find that out, but we are going to be kicking off the show here tonight with something pretty damn interesting. We saw them closing the show last week, and we'll see them opening the show here tonight. It is going to be Bad Luck Fale going one-on-one against Jeff Hardy, with Finn Bálor, of course, at ringside for Fale, and Dean Ambrose, the number one contender to Finn Bálor's Intercontinental Championship, at ringside for Jeff Hardy. Bálor and Ambrose will meet this Sunday for the Intercontinental Championship, but as for tonight, it is Fale and Hardy squaring off in one-on-one action to kickstart this show. That'll be an interesting one, and so too should the main event. All things considered, it's going to be very, very interesting how this one goes down. Brock Lesnar, 24 hours after having what happened to him at the hands of Sting, well, he wants to take out his frustrations. And he will do just that by taking on two local talents. Lesnar has promised to hurt them, and hurt them bad. We are going to be prepared for that later on this evening. But now let's start things off with Fale versus Hardy. Oh, here we go. Let's kickstart this episode of SmackDown Live then. We are ready to go here. Just days before the Survivor Series event. And this is how we're going to be starting things off. Fale versus Hardy. You see the man at ringside with him as well. Finn Bálor accompanying him as Fale will prepare for this matchup this evening. Last week in the main event, they squared up as a team to take on the duo of Jeff Hardy and Dean Ambrose, and that didn't go the way they wanted it to. Ambrose getting one over on Finn Bálor in that moment, pinning him. And that really changed the scene heading into the Survivor Series. But another thing that was interesting was how Fale and Hardy kept on squaring up with one another. How they kept on wanting to fight one another over and over again. And that seems to have got the attention of the SmackDown general manager, who has made this match here tonight as a result of it. This should be a very interesting opening to SmackDown Live, no doubt. I'm looking forward to seeing how it does indeed go. The Originals, of course, a huge group now. 3 titles of the 4 on SmackDown Live belong to them. The Intercontinental title, the WWE Tag Team titles held by the Girls of Destiny, of course, Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa, and then the Women's Championship held by Becky Lynch, who has become the newest member of the Originals and will square off against Asuka this Sunday. Girls of Destiny, meanwhile, will square off against American Alpha and Downfall in a triple threat tag team matchup. All the while, this man's manager will be facing Finn Bálor, for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. A very busy night for the Originals, but only one title of their 3 is on the line. Hardy, though, heading towards the ring, knowing that a victory here tonight could mean that coming out of Survivor Series, he has himself in talk for a shot at said title, regardless of who wins it. SmackDown Live will get first crack as well at the pay-per-views. They will be coming just 2 weeks after the Survivor Series event, so December 2nd, I believe it is. That date will come around. Plenty happening in the next month for you to pay attention to as well. I will be talking more about that as time goes on. Right now, though, we are just geared up and ready to go for Survivor Series, and I am looking forward to seeing how it does indeed go. So, with that being said, let's kickstart SmackDown Live here. Fale versus Hardy. These two guys had bad blood with each other last week. Let's see if that continues on here tonight. Clothesline there, not really connected with much by Fale on the outset there, but he's getting control now with these shots in on Jeff Hardy. Nasty elbow there, drilling Hardy in the face, and things aren't looking too good for him right now. Bad Luck Fale doing everything in his power to hurt Jeff Hardy in the early stages of this match. See what, oh, nice elbow in the leg there. Hardy now. And a few quick strikes in. Here we go. The speed of Jeff Hardy certainly going to be an assistance in trying to overcome bad luck Fale here. Fale and Hardy, have become quite a friendly duo. It's really how Fale was kind of the reason why the olive branch was extended and why Finn Bálor is in the originals. What was very important to take away from last week's episode of Smackdown Live was the fact that, as said by Finn Bálor himself, the leader of the originals dictated this. Now, if that was Finn Bálor, he would have said, me as the leader of the originals. He would have loved to have taken in the fact that he is the leader of the originals, but the fact that he said the leader of the originals leaves us up in the air as to who the actual leader of this huge, successful group really is. I am none the wiser. But whoever it is, I know is a pig. I know I hate them, and I know I wish the very worst for them. There's no doubt about that. Look at the strength from Fale there, though. Overpowering Hardy in the early stages of this match right now. Things are not looking too good, and they're not going to be getting much better. Grenade from Fale, and he thinks he's done enough to beat Hardy here already. Cover in. Hardy kicking out at 2, thank God. Hardy needs to get a fight back here. He needs to try and shake the momentum of the originals in any way that he can heading into this Sunday. He needs to try and shake Finn Bálor's morale in his quote-unquote bodyguard, and he needs to boost the morale for that man on the outside there in Dean Ambrose. He needs to get his spirits up heading into Survivor Series so that things can look good, and right now Hardy doing a great job of that. Slow they may have been, he still was able to get all 10 of those shots in the turnbuckle in on Fale's heavy head, let's say that. Going after the arms of Fale here. Smart tactic as well by Jeff Hardy, taking away the arms of Fale. Takes away his ability to keep swinging and keep fighting, but dragon screw there will bring anyone down. Let's see what else Fale has now in the turnbuckle. Oh my God, that is a Tongan splash that you do not want to have happening. What is he doing here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Fale going the whole hog right now, and an elbow drop right after it. I think Fale was just almost trying to enjoy himself in the moment, but Jeff Hardy making him pay for that stupidity there. Hardy now, big time DDT, and Fale's head bouncing off the mat there as a result of it. I think Hardy might be getting a bit, here we go, here comes Jeff Hardy. Good clothesline there, look at the strength of him as well with that atomic drop. Leg drop down on the ribs, and a drop kick that follows up after it. Fale in a bit of difficulty right now. Finn Bálor could very well be called upon in the next few moments. Twist of Fate stunner. And there he is, the Intercontinental Champion, getting involved for his bodyguard, helping out Fale to the best of his abilities. Hardy, meanwhile, staying on the moment, staying focused as well. And now he's going to go up the top rope. This is where, if Fale doesn't move, this could all be over. Jeff Hardy in. Went for the Swanton bomb, and Fale evaded it. Fale evades it. And oh my goodness, he just punched his head off. Clean off came the head of Jeff Hardy almost from that shot. Fale now with a spear. An update Fale is done as well. My sweet goodness. And Hardy kicks at it too, though. Oh, but he may pay for it. He may pay for kicking out there. And he's going to pay for it in the worst way imaginable. Grenade! Pull the pin. And the grenade will strike. Fale into the cover. Ambrose watching on the outside. Hardy not kicking out. Fale defeats Jeff Hardy here on Smackdown Live. Job done. And look at this now. Fale celebrating the victory. Ambrose in to check up on his friend here, making sure that Jeff Hardy's alright. It was quite the onslaught that he took. And wait, no. Bálor slid in some cheers. Finn Bálor slid in cheers and has now hit the ring. And the originals assaulting Hardy and Ambrose before this Sunday. The beatdown is on from these two men. Little surprise that is the case either. Well, damn it. Yep, there's not really that much I have outside of that. That was a bit much. That was, of course, exactly what you would expect, though, from the group that calls themselves that, and the group that has gone around doing that since their formation, since before Finn Bálor was even a part of it. It's not the first time Jeff Hardy's been on the receiving end of a steel chair in the back, courtesy of the originals. It may not be the last either, but what was different about this one is, of course, Hardy was attacked by a man who once took a chair shot with, in Finn Bálor. We'll see how much of a difference that makes heading into this Sunday, but as for right now, SmackDown Live want to look at some other things that have been going on, and that is regarding the SmackDown Women's Division. Bayley going to be going one-on-one here against Ruby Riott, who introduced her Riott squad to everyone 2 weeks ago against Bayley and Sasha Banks. Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan now make up the Riott squad. Ruby Riott's impact was immediately felt on the big stages of SmackDown Live to go with it. Now, Riott will make her in-ring debut on SmackDown Live, and you better believe that her Riott squad is going to be with her. Sasha Banks, I believe she may have suffered a minor injury during that matchup. Whatever the case is, Bayley is going to have a whole lot of huggers in the crowd on her side, though. Will they be able to assist her through this battle against the Riott squad? That is what we are about to find out, and here they are. Liv Morgan on the left, Sarah Logan on the right, Ruby Riott in the center. This is what Ruby Riott perhaps spent a long time making. Ruby Riott spent a long time creating as her grand way of making a statement here on SmackDown Live, and she's certainly done a great job of it. Their arrival was immediately felt 2 weeks ago. And now, here tonight, we see what they do, what the leader can do. Ruby Riott was a very successful talent in NXT, never got the opportunity to really prove herself for that NXT Women's Championship, but the moment this Riott squad arrived, we witnessed a changed Ruby Riott, a difference from the woman that we once cheered on and almost saw as an underdog on NXT. And now it's a woman who wants to lead her own name into charge. And we are seeing that right now against Bayley. Snap suplex there to get things going. Bayley feeling the impact of it. Bayley though going to evade that strike there, and here she goes now. Certainly no slouch in her own right, this Bayley. One of the most beloved talents on SmackDown Live as well, and kind of that's almost needed with everything going on SmackDown Live. Think of all the talents that you look at in this women's division, you think, do I really want to cheer for any of them? Becky Lynch? Not anymore. Nia Jax? Not really got any redeeming qualities to her. Nikki Cross? She's psychotic. Riott squad? Not really. Bayley? Yeah. Sasha? Yeah. Is that it? Is that all that we have to cheer for in this division at this point? That may very well be the case. Regardless of it, Bayley is going to fight no matter what. Misses there with the... could have been the double knees in the corner. Ruby Riott in with a counter now. Let's see what she'll do here. Irish whip. No, counter by Bayley there. Ruby Riott though. Oh, good God. Face first into the second turnbuckle there. Went Bayley's head, courtesy of Ruby Riott's actions there. Very nice move though by Riott, hoping that she had done enough for victory, but not the case. And now we wait to see what happens here as this one continues on. Riott though is in complete control of Bayley right now, slamming down on the arm to go with it. And again here, she will step down. Bayley's arms now just being worked over, and you can see the agony in Bayley as she moves around on the mat, feeling the pain of this all, but she's not going to be giving in here. Bayley, Cobra Clutch backbreaker. Forearm in the face there as well, and here goes Bayley now. Irish whip through the legs of Ruby. Oh dear. Ruby Riott. Hurricanrana there. Great bit of work there from Bayley. And here we go. Snapmare now. Keeping a hold as that elbow comes raining down on the head of Ruby Riott. Great move there from Bayley as well. And she is on a roll right now. Ruby Riott on the back foot here on her SmackDown Live in-ring debut. Puts a stop to it temporarily. German suplex, and Bayley hits the mat hard. And this message is being sent to every member of the SmackDown women's roster. Pay close attention to what the Riott squad are doing. Senton splash, there's the cover, and a kick out by Bayley at 2. Keeps her in it, but Ruby Riott looks like she's ready to end this. She really looks it as well. Riott with one move left to finish the deal. Has the arm. The Riott kick. Grips the arm in, and a bicycle kick follows, and that seals it. Ruby Riott's in-ring debut is sealed. Bayley put up one hell of a fight 2 weeks ago, but she couldn't do the same here tonight. Ruby Riott victorious, and the Riott squad oh so happy about it as well. They celebrate on the outside. Bayley still up on her feet and feeling the impact of this defeat as well. No, Ruby Riott isn't finished. From behind on Bayley, now sending her message even further to everyone involved. Bayley is a passenger to this. She was beaten, and now she's getting battered. Into the steps goes Bayley, courtesy of Ruby Riott. And you best believe Riott is proud of that, and her Riott squad are applauding it in the background. Is this what they're going to bring? More out offense like the originals? Sickening. Let's move on.
2, 1.
Two matches down, and two are almost the same action as occurred on both of them. That's not what we should be focusing on, though. Instead, what we should be focusing on is this tag match coming up here between Future Shock and the D.C.C. You see them right there. Christopher Daniels, Chris Sabin heading towards the ring. They're going to be ready for this contest here tonight, as Chris Sabin will be ready for this Sunday as well. He will be squaring off against Magnum Opus alongside members of the Four Horsemen in Chris Jericho and One Lorcan. Of course, we know that there's a new member to the D.C.C. just waiting to be revealed this Sunday. And the question, of course, to ask is, who the hell is it? Well, that answer, no doubt about it, will be coming our way this Sunday. And it will be very interesting to see who it is. He will fight alongside Sabin in that one. So that means there won't be a Christopher Daniels to focus on. He will be somewhere else. Nevertheless, let's get ready for this matchup here. Future Shock heading out. They can't be best pleased with what has happened in the last few weeks for them. Kota Ibushi was defeated last week by Chris Sabin. And then a few weeks ago, Shinsuke Nakamura brutally assaulting Ricochet before and after the bell. No, just before the bell. Not allowing Ricochet to even get started in that contest. That was for certain. And oh no, they're doing the same here. They're doing the same here. Sabin hitting the ring. Sabin and Daniels hitting the ring right now against Future Shock, but it may not have gone the way that they wanted. Oh! Chris Sabin getting caught up in the midst of it all there. This has been a almost disastrous start. Who is starting this match anyway? Ibushi's certainly not starting. It's going to be Sabin and Ricochet from the looks of things. And oh, the referee getting blasted. A disastrous start for all parties involved there. And Ricochet going to try and make the most of it. This is hardly the first time he's been jumped these last few weeks. And they're having to negotiate this around the referee right now, who got hit hard in the face with a... Oh, wow, what a landing by Sabin before hitting that forearm. I completely lost my train of thought there after the way Sabin landed on that Hurricanrana, but we are ready and raring to go now between these two sides. Future Shock going to be wanting to turn around their recent fall in momentum. That much is for certain. And the question to ask, of course, will be how will they do it here tonight? They haven't even had time to get everything ready. The Ricochet still got his cape on. Ibushi still got his shirt on. This is not how they wanted things to go. That much is for certain. Will a tag be made here into Kota Ibushi? It will not. Saving him with a great counter there. Daniels trying to intervene, and that may have cost him there because the referee and Daniels getting in on it, but the tag was still made. Hold the face in place, and a big boot there will bring him down. D.C.C. having early control in this matchup. Let's see what Daniels will do here. Back suplex, backbreaker. Ricochet going to be wishing for a little bit better than what is currently going on, that's for certain. This is a big win for them to get as well if they can get it. Ricochet with a counter there. Clubbing blows to the back of Christopher Daniels right now. Irish whip though in the corner. Oh, what a flying forearm that was from Daniels. And taking a part out of Chris Sabin's playbook as well by just choking him in the corner. Well, it is really not looking good for Future Shock in this one. There's no doubt about that. They are completely on the back foot right now. Maybe things can change if Ibushi gets in this thing, but right now Ricochet is being beaten down by a focused and determined D.C.C. Oh, what a headbutt from Sabin. You gotta believe that the D.C.C. of course would have that going for them, given the fact that they are ready for this Sunday. Sabin going to be leading them into that charge as well, and you better believe that, speaking about determined, focused, and ready, Kota Ibushi's going to be feeling the same on the outside, wanting to get one over on Chris Sabin for last week. Meanwhile, what a wheelbarrow bulldog that one was from Ricochet, and that's the opening he's going to need to make the tag into Kota Ibushi, the Golden Star, finally in this matchup, and this could be where things turn around. What a PK there by Ibushi, and a standing corkscrew moonsault as well. The Golden Star is fired up and ready to go. Look at this from Ibushi, just stomping away on the man. No respect shown by him either, and in a way I don't blame him for it. Chris Sabin spoke ill of Ibushi last week, saying that it was an easy victory for him when he faced him. And now Ibushi making him eat those words quite literally. There's no doubt about that one. Look at the way that Ibushi is controlling Sabin right now. That was Sabin, I'd be begging for Daniels to tag himself in and almost take the brunt of the offense and try and wear down Ibushi so that once he gets back in, he can take care of him. Gotta believe those comments last week from Chris Sabin and Kota Ibushi. Certainly a fired up Ibushi, and look at this, he's going again. More shots in on him there. Sabin cannot get up off his feet. There he is. He got knocked down by that PK, and he just has not got back up to his feet. Oh, there we go. Finally, he's back up. Getting forearmed in the face, though, is not going to help you out, and neither is whatever Kota Ibushi has planned right now. Lining things up here is the Golden Star, and going to take flight as well with a drop kick right in the face. Oh, Daniels getting involved, though. Risking himself for his leader there. Came in flying and hit Ibushi hard. Look at this now, just trying to get him off the back of Chris Sabin. Suplex there to him on the outside, and now both men crawling up to their feet here to try and get back in this one. Ibushi still able to get up to his feet before Sabin. Very interesting bit of knowledge there to take into fact. Ibushi could perhaps try and use that later on in the match, but right now he's doing his very best in the moment to stop Daniels from getting the tag in. Great evasion there, that kick there by Sabin. What a high-octane tag match this is right now. Here we go, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Goes Ibushi once again and again. Boots his way out of it. Back suplex incoming. No, Sabin stuck the landing there. And now he has Ibushi right where he wants him. Tag made, and the D.C.C. can go to work just like they did to Ricochet. Hold him in place and let Daniels' boot hit him in the face. Ducks under. What a clothesline there. No remorse showing. Ricochet now wanting the tag in, and he's going to get the tag in as well. Ibushi tagging out, and now Ricochet fired up and ready to go. Drop kick and a single leg drop kick in the face. Daniels on the receiving end of, well, being in deep problems. Drop kick in the back there by Ricochet, and all of a sudden he is fired up here and up and over the top rope. Goes Christopher Daniels, if you want to talk about being fired up. Let's see what else will happen here as this one continues on now. Counter there from Daniels. The fight continuing on the outside. Ibushi only just got up to his feet on the outside as well. Very interesting indeed. Suplex attempt incoming, and that's all it is an attempt. Daniels able to stop it, and now let's see what he's got in store. Styles clash, indeed. Styles clash from Daniels. Rolling over, cover after it. Ibushi kicked the ref. The poor referee involved in yet another altercation in this match. Oh, yeah. Oh no, oh no. Oh, look at this, Daniels is in. Koji clutch on Ricochet. Perhaps trying to look for that submission, but if the referee is down, he's not going to see the tap out. Ricochet, though, didn't tap out to begin with. Elbowed his way out of that one. And Daniels still having to find a different way to finish off this man. A powerbomb incoming. No, look at how Daniels been able to counter his way throughout this match. And he's denying Ricochet the chance to really fire himself up in this match, to really get himself started. Tag made here. Sabin in, double elbows there to Ricochet. And now let's see what Sabin does now that he has the chance to himself here. Double untuck into that armbar, The transition is incredible, the way Sabin executes it. And he's going to look for the submission victory here as a result of it. Will he make Ricochet tap out here? You know Ricochet's going to want to do anything but submit, but he may not have a choice right now. Ibushi willing him on. He doesn't want to get involved again. And that is every reason why, because of that fight out there by Ricochet. Counter though by Sabin. And Sabin with a kick in the gut. Oh no, here we go. All hail Sabin. Cover on Ricochet. Ibushi made the save. And that has not left Daniels a happy camper, taking care of him out of the ring there. Oh, Daniels rolls up Ricochet. Will this be enough after everything he's gone through? No, Ricochet still kicking at it too. Man, what a contest this has been, but oh no, here we go again. Gonna transition into that armbar. Ibushi is down on the outside. Ricochet essentially at a 2-on-1 disadvantage, but that disadvantage may not even factor into it. Can he escape this armbar? Will he be able to? Ibushi still not moving, and Ricochet taps out. Sabin wins it, the D.C.C win it, and that's what Magnum Opus needed heading into Survivor Series. That's really what they needed. And Sabin more than happy to celebrate the victory by himself. There's no doubt about that. Wait a minute. That's a stagehand. That is a stagehand from behind on Sabin. What? From behind? Oh, well, that's gone drastically well. One of Aiden English's cronies. The stagehand tried to assault Sabin, and that has gone drastically wrong for him. There's no other way of putting it. It has not gone that well. Into the armbar now, and the stagehand is tapping out, tapping the Sabin. But whatever this attempt was at trying to get one up over Chris Sabin, it has failed, and it has failed drastically. Message to Magnum Opus. Cradle Shock ends it here. The stagehand's assault is thwarted. The D.C.C, probably like the Sunday, stand tall. Oh boy. Just when I thought things couldn't get any more infuriating, they absolutely have. Look who's in the ring. Heyman and Bobby Fish. Yay! And it's Heyman who has the microphone in his hands right now, and speaking on behalf of his client, saying his name is Paul Heyman. He represents the greatest faction in the WWE, the Dangerous Alliance. But ever since Jinder Mahal was traded to Monday Night Raw, there has not been much of an alliance, so it has just been Fish and Heyman left standing. What a shame. Let's not forget that Fish kind of turned on Mahal as well. Just maybe don't want to gloss over that, but nevertheless, Heyman saying that all changes today as they have an invitation to SmackDown's newest sensation, Matt Riddle, saying he can be the next big thing in this universe. Join the Dangerous Alliance and take back what is rightfully theirs. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Heyman calling Riddle, and there is the man himself. The theme strikes, and we are awaiting the arrival of none other. There he is, of none Matt Riddle, and Riddle heading towards the ring here. What an involvement he's had as well since arriving to this universe, since arriving to SmackDown Live. Already beaten Shawn Michaels, already beaten Dean Ambrose. 2 huge victories for him have been sustained already. How will things continue on here as Paul Heyman has apparently turned invisible? Oh, and he's back. Riddle saying that, you know, talking about they just want little old Riddle to join the group today because he beat the #1 contenders for both titles back to back, or is it because Fish fears he is going to be next on the list to be defeated on SmackDown Live? Fighting talk delivered from Riddle right there. And Heyman saying on behalf of his client that Bobby Fish fears no man, least not Matt Riddle. Sure. They both see the potential, they see the bright future, and they want to align with him to be the greatest and to dominate SmackDown Live. And Riddle saying no. As simple as he can put it. No, he's not interested in joining it on any day, and he certainly doesn't need some fraudulent little has-been like Bobby Fish to tutor him. job done there. And look at that, wow. They are trying to look awfully confident about what just happened here, walking off right now and leaving Riddle in the ring alone. Why, oh why, did they react like that is the question. Heyman walking off with Fish. It's almost like they wanted him to say no. Well, an announcement turned down there, to put it politely, from the parties involved there. Matt Riddle saying no, and Heyman, I want to know why he laughed it off. Did he feel confident in the decision from Riddle to say no? Did he want Riddle to say no? Is he almost laughing at the fact Riddle said no? Is he going to make him regret it? I don't know. You can read as much into emotions as you want, but the reality is you'll only know the true extent of the emotions once it has all come out. And we'll see how that'll fare at a later date. As for right now, however, we continue on with the action here on Smackdown Live. Sheamus to go one-on-one against Samoa Joe. This one's going to be interesting. Joe, of course, will represent Smackdown Live in that triple threat match to determine the next #1 contender for a world championship. It'll either be Hiroshi Tanahashi, Adam Cole, or Samoa Joe, who will be fighting for a title next. We'll get an instant #1 contenders match, and Joe here tonight competing in action. Tanahashi and Cole have both had matches to prepare themselves for this event. This is the first one that Joe has had. He's only had one match on SmackDown Live before it, and that was against Brock Lesnar. It ended in a no contest thanks to the involvement of Sting. Now, though, taking on Sheamus, a man who has, I don't mean to be disrespectful of him, but over the last few weeks he has been struggling. Sheamus has not been really racking up the wins like he would wish. He's been putting in decent performances, but you can't really put a claim to much when all you have going for you is, oh, you've put in decent performances. You need to be winning. You need to be standing out. And that's something that I'm seeing a lot of parties starting to fall into. Sheamus, Future Shock, as much as I hate to say it, they're starting to fall into this pack as well. They're talented, but they just keep losing is the problem. And I think the talents, especially the kind of talents that Ricochet and Kota Ibushi are, they can't be here just to put on entertaining matches. They've got to be here to win, and to win soon as well, especially with the changing landscape that SmackDown Live has become under SmackDown Live General Manager Christian James. Nevertheless, Samoa Joe ready here for this action. Let's see how he does heading into this match against Sheamus. He's certainly going to be hoping for victory this Sunday, but when you're sharing the ring against Hiroshi Tanahashi and Adam Cole, that's going to be a tough one to pick up. That's going to be a very tough one in order to attain. There is absolutely no doubt about that one. However, Joe here tonight taking on a man of similar enough size, similar enough weight. And so we'll see how that'll go in just a moment. Match is ready, and here we go. It has begun as well. Sheamus going right in for the collar and elbow tie. I think trying to get one over on Samoa Joe in the early stages of this match, trying to keep him pinned down, trying to stop Joe from fighting out too much too soon as well. And duck under there from Joe. Oh, back elbow, but Sheamus didn't fall. Now he will. Big time Samoan drop in there from Joe on Sheamus. It's a great opportunity for the Celtic Warrior, though, to perhaps show SmackDown Live what he's truly capable of, and to show me what he's capable of as well. Sheamus, as I said, needs to start turning around that form. Can't just be loitering around. Needs to really pick up the pace. There's no doubt about it. Look at this. Look at that bomb there, though, from Samoa Joe. I believe after his matchup 2 weeks ago that was rudely interrupted by Sting, but interrupted nonetheless. Joe wanted to keep fighting. He was beaten, and I would have argued he was on his way to a defeat, but he wanted to keep fighting. There was no doubt about that one. Back body drop now by Sheamus. Locks in a chin lock now on Samoa Joe, trying to keep him in place here, trying to keep Joe pinned down and maintain control of this matchup by any way, shape or form. Joe not really all that interested in that, clubbing away at him there. Here we go now, has the arm. Oh no, this move always makes me cringe. Down on the knees. That is such a brutal maneuver, and I hope that Tanahashi and Adam Cole are watching on. I'm certainly watching on behalf of ECW's Adam Cole, but he better be watching on as well, studying, realizing how he's going to try and overcome Joe, least of all Joe, in that matchup. Of course, he's got to deal with the ace of the universe as well, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, and the same has to be said for Samoa Joe as well. In the turnbuckle we go now. What a lariat there from Sheamus onto Samoa Joe. Doing well in this one is Sheamus, but as I said, he can't afford to just keep doing well. He has to start getting wins and get him fast and get him over big talent as well if he's going to keep on being in this position and getting these chances. Side dropping powerbomb there. And Sheamus holding his gut there, feeling the impact of it. Joe could have him right where he wants him now. To pick up his first win on Smackdown Live. Cover made here, gets a nice 2 count out of it. Question of how much of that Sheamus used up, really, for the count. Knee in the jawline there from Samoa Joe as well. And Dragon Sleep will be applied now. Sheamus going to be wanting to get out of this one as quickly as he can. To keep this fight going for him here, and he most certainly will as well. Look at that. Double knees to escape the hold there, but Joe not interested. Snapmaring him down. And Joe with a chin lock of his own now to Sheamus, kind of paying it back for the one that was locked in earlier. Will we see him get out of this one? We absolutely will. Sheamus fighting his way out of it. Great work there from the Celtic Warrior to escape that hold. Counter though. Sheamus forearmed in the face, and Joe now starting to maybe unload a little bit. Here we go. Uranagi slam from Samoa Joe, and he thinks he has put the business away here. Covers Sheamus, who's kicking out early enough to keep the fight alive for him as well. The Celtic Warrior not wanting to give in, but how much longer can he fight on is the question. The answer, it seems, maybe on its way very soon. Gonna dump him again up and over his shoulders. What a great move that is. Oh no. Oh, here's your answer. Here's your answer if you were looking for it. Prepare for another submission win, and prepare to be locked in this Sunday. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Adam Cole, whoever it may be, Kukina clutch, and the deal is sealed. Sheamus has to tap out. Samoa Joe, your winner days before Survivor Series. Joe. Will he be the #1 contender to the WWE Championship? Will he face Brock Lesnar in just over 2 weeks from now at the next Smackdown Live exclusive pay-per-view? He will be if he wins this Sunday against Tanahashi and Cole. We'll see if that'll be the case or not. As for tonight, well, he showed his worth heading into that triple threat. Sheamus needs to turn things around sooner rather than later. We need to move on though already, because I've heard there is one very impatient beast backstage ready to beat up whoever's in his way. Well, you know, I'll give them credit. Whoever he's facing is brave for wanting to stand up to him, but you know, bravery can also be met with stupidity, so we'll see how that'll go for them. Nevertheless, here is the beast. He was beaten up by Sting on Monday Night Raw. He jumped Sting as well. Don't forget that part. He jumped the man backstage and he laid him out in the back with an F5, but that just wasn't enough. That wasn't enough to keep Sting down. Sting came back at the end of the night after Brock Lesnar was done assaulting Randy Orton and attacked him there and laid him out on Monday Night Raw. Sting stood tall and Lesnar, well, for lack of a better term, was pissed off at it. And now, here tonight, the final message will be sent before Survivor Series, and Lesnar will gladly be the sender of it. The 3-time WWE Champion ready to go after his prize here tonight. How will that go for him? We're about to find out. Bring on the little local talents to face the gladiator that is Brock Lesnar. And Sting, I know you got the jump on him last night, but he got the jump on you as well. And in the ring, you can't be getting the jump on the other. You can't be trying to work around the other. It is all about trying to survive against Brock Lesnar. Because now, you have pissed off the beast. Well done, Sting. Maybe that is what you wanted. But the real question to ask is, are you ready? Are you ready for what you have unleashed? Can you beat what you have unleashed as well? And Lesnar said as well that he doesn't want to face them tagging out with one another. He wants to fight them both in the ring. And here we go. Well, they're both getting the crack at Brock Lesnar right about now. Let's see how that goes for them. Oh my god, that guy with the shirt is in with an atomic drop there. And oh wow. Well, this may not have been Brock Lesnar's wisest decision, maybe. We'll see right now as these two scrawny guys try and take apart the beast. See how well that treats them. That's for certain. That's the leg locked in yet. Indian deathlock to Brock Lesnar. Does he really think this is going to work out the way that he wants it to, or is he just asking for the beast to beat the shit out of him in a few moments? They have Brock Lesnar down right now in these opening few moments. Shot there, and Lesnar, surprise, surprise, does not go off his feet. Headbutt. I'm not too certain if they were looking for a double team or not, but oh, he was looking to get his head lariated off, and he most certainly did. Lesnar now fired up and ready to go, and Brock Lesnar will unleash as well. German suplex for one. Oh, here we go. No, wait, able to counter his way out of it, and that's gone very well. Oh my God. It was brutal there from Lesnar. Well, the guy in the shirt's got back up to go right back down with another German suplex. And it's time for him to have one as well. German suplexes for all. Brock Lesnar very fired up here and unleashing his anger ahead of Survivor Series. Just dismantling them right now. And it's not going to be getting any better for them anytime soon either. Lesnar, oh, ready to go there. Great counter from him. Drop toe hold. That's going to frustrate the Beast even more. So are you too sure that was a wise decision? Oh, he's taken out his own mate. Well done. You're supposed to work together to take out Brock Lesnar, and that has completely backfired on him. That's for certain. Lesnar perched up on the second turnbuckle here. We're going to see something from this man here. Neck breaker of sorts. We are. Well, I wonder for how long that can keep Lesnar down. Full cover made on him. Yep, yep. That sounds about right. Picking him up to his feet here, getting countered and getting one hell of a suplex as well to go with it. Surprise, surprise. Certainly not me. German suplex from the Beast now. Trying to get something going there, but getting kneed in the gut. Lesnar has been destroying these guys, and they've just kind of been hoping for every opportunity. I think Lesnar's actually, if I'm being honest, I think Lesnar's toying with them a little bit. I really do. I think Lesnar's messing around with them. I think he's letting them get in this offense, and he's just basically saying, go on, try. I dare you to try. It's not going to make a difference. Oh, things are going great for all involved here. Oh, well. He's in trouble. Look at it. He's trying to stop this, and he can't. The one in the shirt trying to stop this. He can't stop the onslaught. Suplex City from Lesnar. And now time to end it. Good night, all involved. Lesnar, F5. This is done. Cover from the Beast. 1, 2, 3. Lesnar wins destructively. Thank you for coming, but it meant absolutely nothing. Lesnar wins, and now the message, having been sent heading into Survivor Series, is staying ready for the Beast that he has unleashed. That is job done there for Lesnar. There's no doubt about it. Sting better have been watching closely. Ladies and gentlemen, I was about to say we are about to end things here on Smackdown Live, but I mean, told we aren't. We have to go to the back right now. Look at this now. The fight is on backstage between Neville and Cody Rhodes, squaring up before this Sunday. The British Empire and the American show-offs getting into it here. This fight has just broken out backstage here. I wondered where they were last night for Raw, but the answer's been given clear. They're here tonight, and they're trying to close things out on Monday Night Raw. They're trying to close things out on Smackdown Live as well. The assault is on. Neville and Rhodes trading blows back and forth, just like they will this Sunday. 4v4 Survivor Series is going to be a huge contest. Both sides with nothing to lose. Sorry, with everything to lose, rather. Both sides who will sacrifice everything in order for victory. And the fight continuing on right now. Security getting close to breaking this one up. This is where we'll end things now. We are out of time on SmackDown Live, but this fight will continue at Survivor Series.